Welcome to Sosnovka for a guide too with me, Mr. Sealy P. The TST Quadro PAC V, I think it is. It could be PAC V, but there could be a Roman numeral, so it could be PAC V. I'm not sure. However, this is a new mod out today on Modhub on PS4. I assume it is on other platforms as well, but it may not be. I don't know for definite. This is a bale collector, and it needs to be used in conjunction with a baler. Now, it's by Blacksheep Modding, who also did the baler pack. And if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know before, but if you haven't, I'm just going to show you very, very quickly. If I go into baling technology, this pack came out a while back, and it was the single axle big baler pack, and you could have the option between the Fendt, the Massey, the New Holland, and the Challenger. Single axle big baler does square bales. When you buy this, it comes standard or attached trailer, so it comes with a trailer hook on the back of it. And there is another mod by Blacksheep Modding, which is a bale collecting trailer, like an auto stacker, which hooks on the back of the baler. When the bales come through, it auto stacks them onto the trailer. You take them off to wherever you want to go to. This does hook on the back of this and collects the bales, but it does something different with them. So if we go along here to the Quadro V, Quadro 5, whatever it's called, 25,000, it is a new mod, and you have a selection of colours depending on what your tractor or baler colour may be, or if whatever you fancy at that particular moment. Come back out. So we've got front ramp conveyor, mini conveyor that comes down here, and the bales come in one at a time into the bottom. It lifts them up, then the next one comes in, lifts up, next one comes in, and it will take 4 bales excuse me, stacked in it. It will take 4 bales, and obviously there's a trailer hook here, so it can't pick them up off the floor. It needs to be done with a baler. I will just very, very quickly though back that up and hook up and just show you that's in its operating position, and you'll understand why in a moment. And the bales come out the back. If I press, I think it will work. Oh, maybe not. It needs something to actually unload. There's a little back door just here. That little gate swings open, it drops the bales down, and then you click to unload like you would do when you're unloading an auto stacker, something like that. The good thing is there is the other new mod that's been out. There's a couple of them actually, and it's like a big bale fork with claw, which is also Blacksheep Modding. That will take 4 bales. So the fact this will do 4 bales, drop them, you can then whiz along with the telehandler, pick up all 4, put the claws in, and then you can go and load it onto a trailer. So it's a nice little bit of kit this. So what I'm going to do, turn off the engine there, and here's one I prepared earlier. I've gone for the yellow. Now this is the big baler in question, and if you get the big baler with the hook on the back, trailer hook, this attaches onto the back of this trailer. I believe there is a mod, it might be on PC, it's not on PlayStation 4 at the moment, which is a twin axle one of these, baler pack. So I assume it will hook up to the twin axle one as well, but this is the one that's on PS4, so this is the one I've hooked it up to. So what I'm going to do now is get in it, set these both up. It does have a rear beacon, if you want to put all the beacons on and have lots of orange flashing lights as you go along. And I have pre-prepared a field with some grass which has been windrowed, which should allow me to do bales a bit quicker, and I have got one in here already, so it will make that process just a little bit faster, and I will show you exactly what I mean. So if you look down the bottom right hand corner, I've got the 2 trailers on the back, so I can switch between one and the other. If I do this one first, and it's hard to see because I'm in the tractor obviously, I'm on the back one, and I'm going to put that into its operating position. Then I switch to the baler, open that, so the baler ramp comes down, little conveyor which will put it out onto the ramp for the Quadro, and we'll load it up. Fantastic. Now I will turn on the baler and I'll drop that down as well. And now we are kind of ready to begin. I am going to put this on. So if I switch back to the rear one, the Quadro, I've got change tool selection that just switches between the two. So transporting position it's in, I've put the little ramp down, or the plate catcher, whatever you want to call it, and that will give me other options later on. Stop engine, it says. I don't want to stop engine because I want to be using the tractor. So we will now take this over to one of our grass swaths and begin. This should go up relatively quickly if I actually ever get onto it. There we go. So the bales should come out relatively quickly. I had one all ready to go, so that will now force that out onto that ramp, which will put it onto the back one just there. Now it kind of does this on an automatic thing, so I'm going to swing around to the back now. When I get enough in there, it will put it straight into the back there. There we go. And it will lift it up, I believe. There we go, like so. Which means the next bale will then slot in underneath it, and it will lift them up and up until you've got all four. So what I will do is pick these up till I've got four. Like I say, I did already swath these together, so it should be quite quick. So second one, and up it goes again. Third one, and up it goes again, and then it will take one more, which is coming off that little conveyor relatively quickly. And there we go, we have all four bales. Now if I do left one on my controller now, it says unload bales. So when I unload bale, the little rear door will open, and it kind of drops them onto the floor, or gets ready. Is that where I want to leave them? Yes it is. L1 again, unload bales. It drops them off, move forward ever so slightly. I then need to close the back, the little gate, that will close up, there we go, and then I continue on my merry way. So that can continue, and it will leave. Actually, I will jump out here. So yeah, straight at the back of here, off the little conveyor here, onto the collecting plate, whatever you want to call it, straight into the back here, and we'll stack them in fours. When it's done and you unload, you'll have a nice neat stack of four, which if you have got one of those bale forks with claw, or just bale forks, or whatever you're using, come along, in you go, hook them all up, and you can stack them in a four very neatly. So if you're into doing your manual loading of trailers, this is going to make life a lot easier. It's a nice little mod, this. I do like it, I have to say. It is going to make it a bit more interesting. It's something to do a little bit different. I was and still am hoping that they do bring out the Blacksheep Modding auto stack trailer that hooks on the back of here. It does the same thing. They come onto one of these little belts here, and it auto stacks them onto the trailer. This is a kind of smaller version of, I suppose if you wanted to, you can stack it in a four, you could drive that back to your yard and you could unload them in fours if you wanted to, depends how close it is to wherever you're doing it, or just leave them in the field, then pick them all up in fours and put them onto a trailer, whichever takes your fancy. But that's it, that's the Quadro PAC V, whichever you want to call it. That's how it works, that's what it does. Nice little bit of kit from Blacksheep Modding. Do like that quite a lot, I have to say. So that's it from this relatively short guide to look at, top tip, tutorial, whatever you want to call it. Hope you found it useful, hope you found it informative. If you liked it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, As always, thanks for watching.